Everybody's entitled to make mistakes. The shoulders are well in front of the waist. The right shoulder is releasing through the ball. The bat is going in a straight angle from the 90 degrees bat arm. So I would suggest that if we carry on doing that sort of thing in practices, right, the practice session could increase in speed. The stroke will actually create more consistency, and the right foot could actually move back a little bit if Toby just increases the pace of the ball in the practice. Not until you have to do it, Bethany, right? That's pretty nice that, and the bat is staying right over the back foot. She's got plenty of time to play the stroke. It's nice and compact, it's tight. Nice movement. I'm happy with the back position. It's over the back foot. I'm happy with the right angle bat arm position. I'm happy with the plane of the stroke. The bat could come from a little bit of a lower position, but I'm nitpicking now. That's perfect. Keep it going that way, keep it going up slightly. That's absolutely beautiful. The plane on the stroke is superb. Right, well that was absolutely great that, Bethany, right? You've got the principles right there, keep on working on that, so we should be on the right track. So what we'll do now is Bethany, if you go to that side, and Toby, if you come round here, and let's have a look at Toby now, see whether he's got the principles of this stroke. Here we go. So keep it nice and steady. Let me have a look at the right angles. That's perfect. Right, the bat starting maybe just a touch behind his heel, but I'm not too much to be worried about. Lean forward a little bit more, Toby. Now that Toby, you're absolutely square. We need to get that left foot slightly forward, right? We need to get that left foot slightly forward. That's perfect. Now then, that right shoulder's coming through square with the left. I'm happy. The angle is right angles. The bat's going up through the ball. It's giving it nice top spin without actually giving it any top spin whatsoever. That's brilliantly. Now, if you find at your level that that's too near or too far, right, you adjust it yourself. But what we don't want is going too far, do we? And there's two ways we can get it too far. Staying where you are and let your back go too far, or staying your back where it is and let your body go back too far. Either one of those two we don't want. Away we go. So it's 3 feeders and 1 drive. 1, 2, 3, and there we go. 1, 2, 3. Let it go. Nice and steady. Right. Well, Toby, I was really pleased with that. That's a good example of what where we were at and where we need to go to. Bethany, excellent control there. And in your practice at this side of the table demonstrates to me that you're getting the idea of where we're at. So let's recap the whole session now and let's conclude. Right, so what we can do then is just briefly run through the basic things that we're talking about. You see the ball coming for your opponent, and the ball is now going to switch to a forehand side, and we know that we can play a forehand drive to that ball. The first thing we have to do is move into the position, and we have to get the bat following the back foot at the same time, all in one smooth movement. Once the bat is in its position, it will be stationary at that position. And then the ball comes into line, it comes into range, and we just transfer the shoulder back so it goes square to the table. The bat goes up through the ball, imparting top spin on the ball without even trying to put any spin on it. The bat's aiming for the head of the opponent, and the ball completes the cycle. What should happen then is that we shall actually go back to control position and then move yet again. But in the exercises we've been done, we know that the ball is going from point to point, so there is really no real reason to move from one place to the other. We've achieved the 3 Ps. Let's remind ourselves what the 3 Ps are. We see the ball, so we need to go to position. That's 1. In position, we need to make sure we've enough time to play the shot. That's why we pause. That won't happen all the time, but it will if the movement is quickly and it's smooth. If you labour the movement, you won't have time to pause. If you're quick on your movement, you will be paused, so that's the second P. And then all we have to do is the third one, which is play the stroke. Right angles of the bat arm, don't use your wrist, don't use your elbow, keep your body in lovely position like we showed before on the films, with the shoulders in front of the waist. All we have to do is transfer the upper body back towards your opponent with the bat coming up through the ball and finishing face on to the opponent's head. That basically is all we're trying to achieve with this video. As I said right at the beginning, you'll talk to loads of coaches around the country who've got all the charges. They've got all the charges and they'll all be talking about the forehand drive. And the people that they're talking to will all be different levels of competence. And the forehand drive will be different, only marginally, because in what we're talking about, the basics will be there. But the certain differences will be according to the standard of the player that they're talking to. Let's reassure everybody that you'll enjoy this video if you remember where it's aimed at. It's aimed at people that's only just starting this game and need to know exactly what to do to a certain ball. This is one of the most technical points of the game, and this is why coaches are so enthusiastic to develop people to play forehand topspins. And one coach's different opinion will be another's. We have ours, and I'm sure by keeping into it, you'll be successful. So thank you for watching it, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much. That I could bring the opponent in just a touch, so I could put it away. Like so. No, don't edit that. I mean, edit that. Don't put that on. That was total, excuse my word, crap.
Okay, forehand demonstration.
Hold on. Let him get back. Loud.
Forehand demonstration 4.
You didn't need to say it loud, I just wanted to do that.